Hey all, in today's video I'm going to show you how to clean and lubricate your computer fan. I'm also going to show you a trick on how to remove the motor completely from the shroud so you can wash both the shroud and the fan blade without getting the motor wet. And I'm also going to show you a trick on how to remove a fan blade on a fan that doesn't have the access port from the back. So let's get started. So to start, I'm going to take this larger fan apart first. So how do you get the fan blades off? First, you want to remove the sticker behind the fan. So how I usually do it is I take a box cutter like this. I run the blade between the plastic and the sticker, and I just slowly go back and forth until a part of the sticker sticks up like this, and I can grip it with my fingers and take the whole sticker off. On some fans, you will see this cap back here. It's a separate part compared to the surrounding plastic, and this is usually rubber. You want to take this off by using the box cutter again, or a small screwdriver, a flathead, and you want to poke between the plastic surround and this rubber plug here. And you want to slowly pry that up, like that. From here, if your fan is a sleeve bearing, and how to tell that is, if you have a ball bearing fan, you'll see something like this on the back of the fan. But this is a sleeve bearing fan, and if it is clean but noisy, you can just lubricate it with oil from here and then put the rubber plug back on and then put the sticker back on, and you're done. But if you want to clean it thoroughly, next step would be to remove this plastic ring here. And you want to do that with a small flathead screwdriver. So there's a cut in the ring here, so it's not a complete circle. If I press down on it, you can see the cut right there. You want to pry up on it, slowly and carefully. And there it goes. It tends to fly off, so it would help if you put your thumb above the hole here when you're prying up. And you want to save this ring. And now the fan blade can just come off like that. Okay, now let's take this smaller fan apart. Using the same technique as before, with the box cutter in between the sticker, and peel the sticker up. But on this fan, you can see that there's a plastic plug that I think is actually molded into the body of the fan itself. So you cannot remove this. So the trick to remove the fan blade, if you cannot access the back, and this does not always work, you have to do this very, very carefully. You take a spoon. This spoon is mangled because this is my project spoon. You go in between the fan blade and the motor casing, making sure that you're not piercing the windings. And ideally you would need 2 spoons, but I only have 1 right now. So I'm going to substitute it with a screwdriver on the other side. And then you want to press forward like this. You have to be extremely careful so you don't pierce the windings here. And now the fan blade is off. This doesn't always work on all fans that are inaccessible from the back. If you feel like you're gonna break something, either break the blades or break the braces here because you're pushing it so strong that but it's not coming out, just stop, because then you might break something. At that point, it's better to just wipe all the surfaces clean with a damp towel. Alright, so now once you have the blades removed, here's a technique on how to take the motor out of the shroud. So first off, you want to take the wires out of the wire guides here, because if you don't, you risk taking the wires off, like taking them off of the soldering joints from the motor when you take the motor out. And you want to make sure the wires are not obstructed by anything and they can freely come out. And then take a pair of pliers, ideally a small one with the rubber handle intact. And what you want to do is use the back part of the pliers here and pinch the motor like this and grip it tightly like that, and then slowly twist and pull. You want to do this carefully and slowly because you don't want to damage the motor, the wires, or the casing. So here I have the motor out of the shroud. Now, as a disclaimer, this doesn't always work. I tried it with this fan here earlier and the motor did not want to come out at all. So yeah, you only want to do this if you're feeling especially brave. But once you get the motor out, you can just set it aside, brush it with a small soft bristle brush, like a paintbrush or something, to clean it off the dust that might be sitting in it. And then you can wash these parts off. Okay, so I'm not going to show you the full washing process, but once you get all of the electrical components out, you can basically dunk all of the plastic components in water. But you have to be extremely careful that you don't leave any sort of bushings, springs, or anything on the shaft here. There was a small rubber bushing on the shaft here that was loosely fitting. That would have gotten missing, probably go down the drain if I hadn't removed it, so be careful with that. Alright, I just finished washing these parts, and keeping in mind, because the back end of this bushing here is inaccessible, it's basically sealed, you want to either blow compressed air into this hole here if you have access to an air compressor or a can of air, or if not, you can just dry it upside down with the hole facing down for a few hours. Now, because this motor here cannot be removed, let's just give it a simple wipe down. Right, so I've prepared a cloth moistened with a bit of water and some soap. And now let's give this a wipe down. Now, your fan might be so dusty that it might need 2 or 3 times wiping, but that's fine. It just takes a bit of time, but if you want cleaner results, you can easily achieve it with a damp cloth. So, time-lapse mode. Okay, now that the parts have been drying for a while, let's start the lubrication and reassembly process. I'm starting with this fan because, again, the back part is sealed. What I want to do with this fan here, let's move this sticker back. I use Singer sewing machine oil because I find that this oil works very well on electric motors. And you only want to do this if your fan is a sleeve bearing unit. If your fan is a ball bearing, you don't want to oil it, because if you do, you'll make the bearings noisy. I do actually have a video on replacing the ball bearings on a ball bearing PC fan, which you can watch here. So now, back to this fan, I want to apply at least 3 drops of oil into the bushing here. So that's 1, that's 2. So it's currently forming an air bubble because the air is trapped. Let's try popping it by poking it with a screwdriver. Okay, that seems to work. Three. And if you do poke the sleeve bearing with a screwdriver, make sure your screwdriver is clean and not rusty, because you can leave particulates inside the sleeve bearing here, and it might wear down the sleeve bearing over time. Alternatively, you can just use the shaft here to push the oil in and to push the air bubble out. Something like that. And why not, for good measure, let's apply a drop of oil on the shaft itself. Now I want to reassemble the motor. Now if you want to take the motor off again in the future, you want to do this. So see here where the motor sits on the shaft, on the plastic peg here. You want to oil this part so that the motor won't get stuck over time. Okay, that's a bit too much oil. Let me wipe it down real quick. Any oil residue you want to wipe down, because otherwise dust will stick on it. And you want to snake the wires on the motor behind the motor braces here, and align the solder joints here with the part where the wires go through. So you want to move it over there and align the motor on the peg and just push it in. Simple as that. And then snake the wires through like that, and then return it to this slot here, like so. And after that, because this fan here doesn't have any springs or rubber bushings on the shaft, what you want to do is just put the blades back in, and to lock it in place, you want to press it until it clicks like that, and now the blades won't come off. That's this fan done. And I want to give credits to my friend Jeff, who actually taught me this technique on how to open this fan blade. If you want to study more about computer fans, how to maintain them, their performances and whatnot, you can go to his channel here. Huge thanks again to Jeff. Now let's move over to this fan. So on the shaft, there was this rubber bushing that I had to take out, so I won't lose it in the wash. So slide that back in. And again, on the motor, I want to apply a few drops of oil. A bit less on this one because the back part is open and you risk flooding oil towards the back part here, and then you cannot stick the sticker back on. So just a small amount of oil, and again some on the shaft so that the shaft won't go into the bushing dry and risk scuffing the bushing. And then you want to put the shaft in the hole like that. Now with this ring, if you lose this ring, it's actually not that critical because the fan blade is being held by the magnets on the motor. So if you drop it like that, you see, the fan blade won't come out. But it will come out if you pull it. So if you want to lock the fan blade back in place, which I do recommend, you put that locking ring back on like that. Oops, there's a bit of dirt on there. I want to take that out. Yeah, make sure it goes back clean. Okay, that's gone. Good. You put this ring back onto the shaft, like that. And then you take 2 flathead screwdrivers, or something flat that you can use to push this ring on from both sides. And you just push it in. Okay, I need to put this down. See if I can move the camera down a bit. Yep. And zoom it in so you guys can see. You want to push it from both sides like this. Okay. Change your plans. Support the blade so it doesn't flex down, so it doesn't pop down. And let's try this again. There we go. That's done it. So, because the fan blade here has a bit of a gap, it can drop down. You want to support the blade like that so it won't drop. Now the blade has been secured back in place. If you pull this back, it will not come out now. And from now on, I want to drop in about 2 more drops of oil, just for good measure. And now it should be good for at least a few more months, if not a whole year, without getting dry. So you want to put the rubber plug back on, like so. Then, last but not least, pop the sticker back on. So there you go. That's how you clean and service a computer fan. I hope you found this video useful. If you did, please leave a thumbs up. And if you have any questions or comments, feel free to pop them in the comments box below. And for now, I thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys on my next videos. Take care.